EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else. This out quickly to Williams. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker. On the move to his left. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Watson just beating the play clock. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Ready?
Hooker's going to throw it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Go street.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Jack. Street. Street. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Out Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Moore, the man in motion. Fake of the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Watson off play action. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing. Hooker eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's the backup Goff. This is caught by Williams. second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's 3rd and 7. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Smash, smash.
4th down, a give to Gibbs. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb down to about the 32.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, the secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Ready.
Hooker on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hooker to the air yet again. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Watson now. The final shot before break. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must-drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tiger.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll go again with Gibbs. And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 45 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation you're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Watson on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Steps away. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Montgomery is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Once more, Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And running with power here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
To throw on second is Watson. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll run it here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now Watson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Watson going to change the look here. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. From the red zone now. Watson flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Fights him off. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. To throw is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Here's Watson. And that's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Come 19! 19 Lions!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Right side to Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Hooker. He's got it to Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Drop 60, drop 60! Go!
Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Hurt! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This out quickly to Williams. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
On the go!
Throwing. Hooker. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean, partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.